Welcome back. My name is Caleb Oliver and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to continue my series entitled Things They Did Not Teach You in School. More specifically, we are going to be talking about the top 5 steps to wipe out debt. But before we start, just comment the phrase down below, 5 steps, because that is the topic for today's video. Alright, let's get started. This video is a continuation of the previous video I made entitled Wiping Out Debt Using Both the Snowball and the Avalanche Method. If you have not seen that video, you could just click the card right here and you can go watch that video in full. But just in case you didn't see it, let's do a quick recap. There are 2 popular ways to pay off debt: the Snowball Method and the Avalanche Method. With the Snowball Method, it's like rolling up a snowball. You start small, but then it gets bigger and bigger. And what you need to do with this method is you need to look at all of your debt, all the debt you owe. You need to organize it from the lowest balance to the highest balance, and then you need to start by paying off the lowest balance debt first. Then you need to move up to the second lowest balance debt and keep moving up the list until all your debt is paid off. It's worth it to note that financial commentator Dave Ramsey prefers this method, and he talks about it a lot. With the Avalanche Method, it's like creating an avalanche. It starts from the largest section in the top and then it works its way on down. With this method, you need to look at all the debt you owe and then organize it from the highest interest rate down to the lowest interest rate. And you start off by paying off the debt with the highest interest rate first. And then you move to the next highest interest rate and the next one, move on down that list until all the debt is repaid. Now, here are the top 5 steps to pay off this debt. I got this idea from YouTuber Tommy Bryson. I'll leave his link down below if you want to check out his video. Also, I got this shirt from him. This is his merch. I took his idea of wear one shirt in every video because it's easier that way. So I hope you like the shirt and I also hope you like the video. So number 1 here is write it down. You need to list all of your debts. So you could either do this the old school way, get a pen and paper and write it all down, or you can do it with technology. You can get an Excel spreadsheet and then list all of your debt so you can see what you owe. I will leave a link down below to an Excel spreadsheet, which is a debt repayment calculator, and you'll be able to calculate how you're going to repay your debt. In my previous video, I talked about this Excel spreadsheet and it will show you exactly which debt to pay off first based on the method you choose. And it will actually tell you the month and date when you will be debt free. So again, check that out, link below. And now we have number 2. This is step 2. Locate the minimum payment. You need to find your paperwork that lists out the minimum payments for each loan that you have, or you can specifically call each lender and you can ask them, hey, what's my minimum payment? I just want to check it out. I gotta learn. I don't know, but I want to know. Can you tell me? Now we have step 3. Number 3 here is pay. You need to pay the minimum balance on each loan, but in addition to that, you also need to pay an extra $100 on the loan that you want to pay off first. Now you can also change this if you want to. If you want to be more aggressive, an extra $500, extra $1,000, whatever you can afford. But the key is you take an extra portion of money and you put that toward the loan you're focusing on. So remember, with the Avalanche Method, you start by paying off the highest interest rate loan first. So you would pay the extra $100 or whichever amount you chose on that loan with the highest interest rate. Or if you're using the Snowball Method, we just want to remember you start by paying off the loan with the lowest balance first. So you would pay that extra $100 or whatever amount you have chosen, you would pay that on the loan with the lowest balance. And I just want to say, if you're getting any value out of this video, just click the like button down below. Also, click subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way you'll be notified the moment I post my next video. And just comment the phrase down below, 5 steps, because that is the topic for today's video. And we're also going to do a question of the day here. The question of the day for today is, have you ever used a debt repayment calculator? As I mentioned before, if you haven't or if you'd like to check it out, there is one in a link down below. I highly recommend you check that out because that will help you on your debt repayment journey. Now we have number 4, and step 4 here is the pay transfer. So once you've paid off the main debt that you were focusing on, that main loan, you need to take the money that you were paying into that account and move it to the next account that you would like to pay off. And doing this has a compound effect. So as you can see in this example I've pulled up on the screen, you would start on the left side with debt 1, and you see you have your $200 payment. Once you're done with that column, then you can move to debt 2. You add the $200 to the $50 over there, and now you have $250 that you're using to pay off that debt. Then once you're done in that column, you move to debt number 3 over there, and you move that $250 to the $150 that you were paying off, that you were already using to pay off, and that makes $400. And then it just keeps going. One last time to debt 4, you take that $400, add it to the $250 you were paying, and now you have $650. This example specifically focuses on the Snowball method, but you can also use the same tactic with the Avalanche method. It's just the loans would be listed in a different order. And now we have step 5. Number 5 here is repeat. Just like the phrase says, wash, rinse, repeat. But seriously though, you keep doing this whole cycle until all of your debt is repaid. You keep focusing in on that one debt that you're paying attention to, pay it all the way down, and then once that debt is completed, you take that extra money, you move it to the next debt, and then you pay it down, whether you're using the Avalanche method or the Snowball method. But you just keep doing that until all your debt is repaid. And then another quick tip to add here is you can even automate this process. So, for example, you can open a high yield savings account. For example, I use Marcus by Goldman Sachs. So you can save your money in that high yield savings account, and then when you want to make a debt repayment, you can have money taken from that account, put into your checking account, and then also contact your lender, and your lender will take that money from your checking account. And the automatic process where that comes in is, in Marcus by Goldman Sachs, you have options. You can have money come out of that account every week, or every 2 weeks, or even every month. So you can, for example, say take out $250 from your Marcus by Goldman Sachs account, put it into your regular checking account, and then the lender can take that same amount out of your checking account, and then they'll be paid, and then you'll be paying off your debt a little bit faster. So it's just good to be able to pay things off automatically so you don't have to worry about it. And some loans even give you a discount for doing an auto payment. I recently read a blog, and I left a link to that below as well, where a man saved 0.25% on his student loans because he automated the payment. So it's worth looking into that with some of your loans to see if you can save money. School didn't teach you this, but now you know. So now you're ready and you're well equipped to go ahead and pay off your debt. So let's get you debt free. And I'll see you next time.